What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to be checking out an interesting video. This one is titled How NATO Ordained African Presidents and How Africa Gained Independence. You might want to pay attention to this one. Let's get to it.
African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. 6 excellencies, African excellencies, were ordered, go back. You, Britain, you took too many colonies. I also want a share. That's how the First World War started. To share us better, because Germany was saying
To share us.
sharing is not democratic. I also want a share. Because Germany had only, it had Tanganyika, Rwanda, Burundi, Togo, and then Namibia, and a little bit of Cameroon. So they were saying, no, this is not fair. That's what the Germans were saying. This is not fair. You the British, you have taken too much. We want more share. That's how the First World War started. Now, then the First World War led into the Second World War. Now, because of that, these pharaohs weakened themselves so much, they had even come to us and mobilize our parents to go and fight their wars for them. They took Ugandans to Burma to fight the Japanese, and the Japanese were so scared of Africans because they said Africans were eating people. And whenever the Africans were on campfire, you know, Africans like singing and dancing at night, and making campfire. Then the Japanese would say, you see, Africans are roasting another Japanese. But because of that conflict, the Europeans weakened themselves. But what is crucial is that by the end of the Second World War, they were very, very weak. The European countries were very weak. But still they tried to cling on to the colonies. Even after the Second World War, they tried to cling on to the colonies. You remember the French tried to go back to Indochina, and they had to be defeated by the Vietnamese. So that was the second factor how we got our freedom. First of all, our continued resistance. But secondly, the fight among themselves. The third factor was the support from the socialist countries, from China,
Russia at the time?
from the Soviet Union.
Soviet Union, pardon me.
That's what the third factor. We were lucky. In 1917, a big country known as Russia was taken over by communists. These communists did not agree with the imperialists. They had a different opinion. And yet they were now controlling this big country called Soviet Union. So they started supporting us because they had a conflict with the imperialists. Then in 1949, China also was taken over by communists. And they also started supporting us. You people here in Southern Africa, you know this. Who was training ANC? Show me one soldier of ANC who was trained in the West. Just one. I don't want 2 or 3. Just one. You would get some little support from the West, demonstrations on the streets. There was an anti-apartheid committee in London, but there was nobody gave us any weapons, nobody trained us to fight. The ones who trained us were the Russians, were the Chinese, were the Cubans. Cubans are the ones who came and contributed.
Yeah, you see, so where the natural relationship between Africa, China, and Russia started? Because people are trying to make it seem like Russia is starting a propaganda recently in Africa to push away the West so they can take over Africa. But it seems like the relationship between Africa and Russia was established a while back. Even the relationship between Russia and China was established a while back, pardon me.
Was the third factor that caused us to get our freedom. Now, unfortunately, and because of those pressures, first of all in Asia, Indonesia got independence. Because we were not alone that time, we were also with the Asians. The Asians were also colonized with us. So because of the Second World War, by the end of the Second World War, Indonesia had got independence. 1947, India got independence. Pakistan. Then later on, in Africa here, the first country to get independence was Ghana, 1957. But also in Africa here, we had to fight Mau Mau in Kenya. And Sudan, 1956. But the problem is that after we got our independence, we did not analyze why we had been colonized in the first place, and then quickly rectify what had caused us to be colonized in the first place. When we got independence, we just relaxed. Uganda here, Kenya there, Sudan there, just relax. Started enjoying being in power. Forgetting that here, wolves are still eating lambs. Now, what is happening now? You have seen you saw the problem of Libya. Libya, our late friend Muammar Gaddafi had his issues. I fought Gaddafi twice because he intervened in our affairs. 1972, because he was supporting Idi Amin. He was saying that Idi Amin is a Muslim and he's supporting a Muslim. Yes, Idi Amin was a Muslim, but an idiot also. Are there no idiot Muslims? There must be some.
I thought he was friends with Gaddafi because we saw them do body things together. Yeah, you guys saw the video. I thought they were friends.
Idiot Muslims. So in 1972, Muammar Gaddafi sided with Idi Amin, and we had to fight him. I fought Muammar Gaddafi. 1979, again, he intervened on the side of Idi Amin. We had to fight him again. But in the end, we made peace with Gaddafi. And he had his issues, he had his ideas. sometimes we would agree with him, sometimes we would not agree with him. Now, when this problem of Libya started, the African Union, with our chairman, who is here now, this gentleman here, they formed a committee of a few of us. I think we were 6. I was one of them. The whole of the African Union gave that committee a mandate to look for a solution for the Libyan problem. Now, on one occasion, I didn't go that time. These excellencies, this one here, Jacob Zuma, and the others, I was not there, but my minister was among them. They entered a plane in Nouakchott, in his place. They were going to Libya to mediate. And they were told by NATO to go back. Yes. Said, you go back. Yes, he's here. If I'm telling lies,
ask him. Mr. Benny, you see why I call him the grandpa president?
I'm not the one who invited him, you're the one who invited him. African presidents on an African mission over African soil were ordered by NATO to go back. That NATO has not allowed them to land in Libya. Now, we call this in Swahili, dharau.
Meaning what?
Contempt.
Oh.
This is contempt. So now you can weigh yourselves now. Your presidents were ordered by NATO. 6 of them, not one. If it was only 7, maybe you could say. Six excellencies, African excellencies, were ordered, go back.
And they did.
Over Africa. Now, these fellows didn't listen to us. They continued. They killed Gaddafi. Now Libya is in tatters. Up to today. And the problem did not only end in Libya, it went into Mali, it has gone now into Chad. The whole area is in flames. Egypt, yes. So now you see where you are. You were weak. Because of your weakness, you are colonized. Fortunately, we survived. And by a combination of factors, we got our freedom again. But we did not use our freedom to make ourselves stronger. We remained where we were.
Divided.
And
Africa
now,
is so divided.
The former colonialists are coming back to continue where they had left off.
Yeah, President Museveni seems like the man. He's knowledgeable. The last video we saw, they accused him of being responsible or selling out Muhammad Gaddafi. I'm sorry if I called the name wrong, but they accused him. He has now told the real story. Let me know what you think about that. It's very good information. It's very good that Africans know that, understand this history so you know where you're going to. Because I don't think a lot of African leaders know this for a fact, and that's why they lead the way they do. If you don't understand the backstory, then where are you going to? Like, where are you leading the country to? Probably you might take the country to the same direction or loophole they just came out of. Yeah, that was an interesting speech. Feel free to share your thoughts. I really appreciate messaging like that. And why I like to watch videos from Museveni is because he doesn't just talk and speculate or, share scripted messaging the way leaders do. Lots of leaders, when you ask them questions, they go around in a script that they probably planned out or, talked about with their board members. Museveni is just going to tell you what he thinks and the way it is. he's going to share from his head, or what he's read, or what he's imagining. And I like that. I like the fact that he expresses himself in that way. Now, whether he is a good or a bad leader in Uganda, I do not know. A lot of you in the comment section have shared that he's a good leader, that you like him. Well, that's completely up to you. I do not live in Uganda. If you do like him, then I'm glad, But the way he talks and the information he shares is something I appreciate, and that's why I bring him to the channel. It's the end of this video. Share your thoughts. If there's anything you want to debunk or correct or add, please do so. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.